Hi guys, it's Shani and welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm doing a first impression and review on the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. So this one just launched and I'm super excited to see how this goes because her first palette is like hands down my favorite palette in the entire world. All of the eyeshadows are so creamy, pigmented, and just like the formula is out of this world. So I'm hoping that this one is just as good, if not better. So the color selection in here is very beautiful. It's definitely a lot different to the first palette. There's still a lot of warm colors in here. There's a few cool tones and I'm really digging it. Like it's very, very different and there's so many different looks that you could create with all of the colors in here. It's very diverse. So I've heard a few mixed reviews on this palette, so I'm super excited to see what I think of it. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm just gonna prime my eyes and I'll be back. So I guess the first color that I'm going to take is this one right here, and I'm just gonna pop this in my crease. I heard they're a bit powdery, so not too, oh yeah, it is pretty powdery. All right, let's do this. I don't think this one will be like dark enough for my crease, but it'll be nice to kind of like start everything off just for a very light transition. Okay, so that one's definitely not dark enough. So I'm going to take the shade Eden right here. This one's a beautiful corally peach shade. I actually love the color of that. And this one's going to go right in my crease. Oh, that's so amazing. Whoa. This is literally blending out just like butter. It's a very light shade, so it's perfect for the transition. I honestly missed using the Huda Beauty eyeshadows. I kind of stopped using them for a bit because like I've used the shades a million times from the other palette, but it's nice to have a new palette with the formula just as good. I'm going to be basic AF and use all of the warm tones in here because I want to make a really beautiful look. So the next color I'm taking is Amber. This one right here, it's like a reddy earthy tone, and this one is going in my crease to darken it a little bit. So I will do another look with this palette, of course, if you guys want to see that with like all the other shades in here. It's pigmented. Wow. So I'm just going to take this up around my crease. And going back in with that peachy color, I'm just going to use that to blend out the edges. Just so it blends into kind of like one color up here. Next up, I'm going to be taking the darkest color in the palette, this one right down here. This is a beautiful chocolatey brown color. So I'm going to pack this on the outer third of my eye and on the outer crease area. Whoa, that's so dark. I like that. We do have a little bit of fallout happening, so it is a bit powdery. Quite powdery. I always do my eyes first anyway, so if there ever is any fallout, I'm like totally fine with that. Okay, so for the lid color, I'm going to be taking Blood Moon, this one right here. This one looks like a foiled shadow, so that means I'm going to use my finger. Ooh, that is very pigmented. So I'm just going to pat this on my, okay, I think I can use a brush for that because it's not giving me those like wet eyeshadow vibes. So I think this is going to be fine with a brush. Oh my God, that's amazing. When it's actually on the eyelid, I feel like it's not like very shimmery at all. I'm going to get some Fix Plus and see if it works a bit better with that. Oh my God, I literally just made that foiled by putting Fix Plus on. That's so much better. Okay, so I would definitely not use that eyeshadow without anything underneath it, like with a Fix Plus or like a glitter glue or something, unless you want like a really subtle sheen on the lid, because that's all you're gonna get. Okay, so everything is on except for the lashes, so let's go ahead and finish the lower lash line. So if I was to be doing like any ordinary look where I want to look my best, then I would definitely go with like this, these two on the lower lash line. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to start with the shade Amber and just going to fluff this under here. Okay. And I'm just taking that on a regular size blending brush because I want it to kind of come down so it's nice and smoky. And then on the outer corner, I'll take the darkest brown and just blend it out here. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is so good. Do you know how exciting it is finding a new palette that's like amazing? Like, me getting emotional. Okay, so lastly for the eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with this sparkly light gold color right here. I'm just going to pop this on the inner corners just for a bit of a glow in there. Nothing dramatic. I just want it to be very soft. That's pretty. It has like chunky bits of glitter in it. I really like that. It's very unique. That's like very, very soft. So if you want something very dramatic for like the lid, I'd probably stay clear for that one. But for a little bit of a glow on the inner corners, that's beautiful. I'll just go ahead. Oh my God. I had a big tickle in my throat. I hate when that happens. So I'm going to go and do my lashes and I'll be right back with you guys. Here we have the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys like how it turned out. I'm actually obsessed with how it looks. Like, this would have to be one of my favorite looks I've ever done. The shadows blended out so beautifully. I feel like they just blended out for me. A few of the colors were a bit powdery, but if you do your eyeshadow first, then you're obviously not going to have any problems with that because you can just brush it away. They're so pigmented, buttery, just like the first palette, and I'm very, very impressed with all the colors in here. Because could you imagine how many different looks you could use with this palette? Like, it's so versatile. And make sure you guys let me know down below in the comments what look you want me to do next. We have like purples, we have everything. So bottom line is this would have to be very high up there in my favorite palettes. The first Huda Beauty palette was my favorite. This is probably my second favorite palette in the whole world. Not gonna lie. So obviously I need to give the other colors a chance. Like, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself right now, but if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it helps me out so, so much. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.